guys, we are back from Penn State where we got to watch some awesome volleyball. Megan and I brought some good luck to Rec Hall, the huge upset for the Nittany Lions, but we're going to talk about that. Let's get to the top 10 of who's number 1 this week.
Starting with San Diego, remaining at number 10. Same spot they were last week. They beat Pacific and St. Mary's in conference play. They're the top team in their conference. Big upsets earlier in the season, keeping them in the top 10.
Yep, number 9, Carolina moves back in. They took care of business this weekend against Florida State, who we think those two teams are top contenders for the ACC top team. So for them to beat Florida State, they're going to move back in at number 9.
And number 8,
we're talking the Penn State Nittany Lions with a huge win over the Minnesota Gophers, number 1 team in the country in Rec Hall. So we know Penn State maybe didn't have the strongest start that they had, or they're normally having in preseason, but for them to get this win is huge momentum changer, hopefully for them down the run.
Yeah, and Simone Lee, their outside hitter, really coming up big. 30 kills, that's a career high for her. Hopefully she can retain that high level of play and really help out her Penn State team.
Insane performance for her. So number 7, Oregon moves in the first time this season with a big win for them. They finally put a stop to that Washington State run.
Right, Washington State, the upstart team of the Pac-12 this year, beating UCLA, beating Stanford, beating Washington. Oregon has put a stop to that, and they're going to earn their spot at number 7.
And number 6, we have Kansas moving up.
Big performances for Kansas in the Big 12 this week, beating Iowa State,
who took Texas to 5 sets. So big win for them to handle them pretty easily. Number 5 moves Minnesota after that loss to Penn State. If you're going to be the number 1 team in the country, you got to be the Nittany Lions. And so for them to go down, that's going to move them down 4 spots.
Number 4, we've got Washington coming back in.
Over here.
They beat Oregon State this week, doing well in the Pac-12. And Stanford, they lost to them earlier in the season, but big things happened at Stanford this week. Their outside hitter, Haley Hodson, is done for the season. She took a medical leave of absence from the university. There's not really too many details out there about what exactly happened, but that's going to be a huge blow.
She's
for
a
Stanford.
key player for them, so it'll be interesting to see how they rebound and kind of work through losing her.
Which maybe leaves Washington and other Pac-12 teams with an opportunity to step up their game.
Yep. Texas, number 3. They beat Iowa State in 5, so we would have expected maybe them to handle them a little easier, but a win's a win. They're staying at number 3. Number 2, Nebraska. And number 1, the first time this season, Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah, Wisconsin 14-1, as is Nebraska. We're not going to get a chance to see these two teams play until October 21st, but Wisconsin has to take on Minnesota later this week.
Yes.
So that's going to be a big match.
And not until October 21st are we going to see these two teams face off, which will be very telling because we want to see who really is the number 1 team in the Big Ten and in the country.